Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here. Welcome back to Unicross. We're going to be talking about the new falling price deal that just came out. It has 3 medals in it, all for power setup. That I think is a solid pickup right now because there's a couple of things I want to talk about before I say it's a solid pickup, because we do have Axel, we have Elsa that can pretty much be on a Keyblade with their corresponding Renova medals, and then you're set for such a long time. Power currently has that as well with Terra, but we don't have a 2-turn power buffer like Elsa and Axel. So if you guys want to save and skip this banner for that kind of power setup and not worry about that, I kind of do want to do that as well. That's just a little heads up, a little something that you can think about, but like, yeah, I want a power version of Elsa and Axel, so just wait for that. If not, if you do have the current Terra, and even if you don't, and you need a nominee as your buffer, this banner is really, really good. First off, let's jump in and talk about what's the banner itself. So the banner is a falling price deal. You have 1 out of 3 chance to get either a nominee, Sephiroth, or the Fiend medal. Now, all 3 of these medals are all power, like I said, so I'm kind of thinking they might do a magic one of these and a speed one of these. 2 really good speed medals, 1 bad speed medal. 2 really good magic medals, 1 bad magic medal. So the banner is all power, and it fixes a lot of people's power setups, because right now Terra doesn't really have anyone to bounce with unless it's these 2 in my recommendation to be like the best one. So Fenrir, you're solid if you grab all nominees on your Fenrir with the Terra medal, totally fine. Sephiroth with Terra on the Darkna works out beautifully, so because even Sephiroth just by himself takes care of all the buffs and debuffs he needs, so you don't really need a nominee. So having that Terra on 2nd slot, it's like, damn, this is really good. So if you guys did pick up a Terra, I would kind of go for a couple of these. Get like 3 Sephiroths, get a nominee if you want to. Even 4 Sephiroths work out, even 5 Sephiroths work out, but don't go crazy. Even though some people spent like 30,000 jewels for just this 1 Sephiroth, and now you have like 6,000 jewels, a little over, and after the fallen price deal, less than 6,000 jewel chance to get Sephiroth. It's kind of crazy how fast they drop in prices. That's why I always say go for 5 mercy pulls, because stuff like this happens all the time. But anyways, is the banner really good? I say for new players, definitely. It's 100% really good to go for. Grabbing that nominee is really good. Getting that Sephiroth, the only downfall is that Fiend. Don't work on that Fiend. The Fiend is only good for really Lux farming. That's about it. That's all he's meant for. These 2 are solid pickups. Now, my whole recommendation with this, if you're new, if you're old, don't forget Anniversary is just around the corner. I know we're about to finish February, so we got a month and something to go, so be a little heads up there. Save at least 15,000 jewels or more, and even if you don't save, and let's say you go to 0 off the Axel banner and this banner, I do recommend pick up Axel for your speed setup. If you don't have a full Keyblade setup of Chain of Memory Sora or something incredible like that, then go for Axel and try to get a couple Axels on that speed setup. But if you already got like 1 or 2 Axels and you're totally content with your speed setup, and you got Ventus rocking on there, or even if you don't, you're still really good with this Axel, then yeah, go ahead and work on this power setup. I'm still waiting personally, and I do want to give this recommendation out there. If you guys want a power medal that's like Axel or Elsa, they might come out with it. In the past, we've always been like, oh, they made a power, they made a speed, they're going to make a magic version of this next medal. Sometimes they do, and then sometimes they don't. There might not ever be a power medal like Elsa or Axel, so you might skip on this banner and then miss out on cheap power medals like 6,000. Well, the first mercy pull is not going to be 6,000, but once you get this to 1,900, it's going to cost you less than 6,000 jewels to grab a mercy pull. So that right there is phenomenally really good. You know what I mean? 5,700 jewels for 3 mercy. You can't go wrong. Even if you get Fiend the first time, Fiend the second time, and then you grab a Sephiroth, you spent cheap, really cheap to grab that Sephiroth, and you might not even have to mercy pull to go for it. I know 3 times is more than a 5 mercy pull, but you get my point here, right? You're also getting VIP coins, power gems, so it's a really good chance to fix up your power setup. I'm actually considering this on my free-to-play account, because my free-to-play account setup, power setup is non-existent. I'm relying on just magic and speed, and I wouldn't mind to go for this, because also Sephiroth is a reverse medal, and we know how he did without a reverse medal setup. So to me, this is 2 birds with 1 stone. My bad power setup, my bad reverse setup. Boom, boom, I'm set. You know what I mean? And you could be too. But Anniversary, and the thing about nominee, for a new player and anyone that doesn't have nominee, this is really good. And the reason being is because nominee is the best buffer in the game, but she can also be an attacking medal. So if you pull all nominees from there, let's say you did like 5 mercies and you got all nominees, that's a Fenrir setup. you can put attack boost max on nominate, and the first nominate can have a second chance. She's still an attacking medal. She is our main buffer right now, but she is a powerhouse. She's got a multiplier of 18.60. She's got over 40,000 strength, or pretty close to it actually. 38,279, and that's with 1 plus 1,000. So if I got a plus 2,000 down here, she'd be at 40,000 easily. And I'm still missing another plus 1,000 on this setup here. So she can be over 40,000, no problem. On Dark Knot setup, you'd want like Sephiroth. You would put that new Terra medal over here, and you can rock Nominate in the beginning, or if you have all Sephiroths, you can go Sephiroth, and have the new Terra or Nominate medal over here. And then whatever you want over here, if you have a copycat medal or another Sephiroth. So no matter what, or even Nominate can come over here. You know what I mean? The setup's really good. Like my Dark Knot currently is not too bad. I did use this to beat the Leviathan, so I know this rocks. But if you want to upgrade your Fenrir, because your Fenrir looks something like mine, and your medals have no traits, then yeah, this banner's solid, because also they have trait medals in the shop, plus VIP coins for avatar boards for traits. So I give a huge thumbs up to this banner. If you guys want to really upgrade your power setup, and I'm considering this as well too, the biggest downfall is that if you are just trying to get Sephiroth and you already have like 3 or 4 nominees, it's kind of hard to justify that RNG for that one medal right there. But you do get a lot of mercy pulls out of this. 3 mercy pull for less than 6,000. So if you are rocking some amount of jewels, I would try it out. You know what I mean? And if you don't want to go too much into it, do the first 3 mercy. If it doesn't work out, back up. You know what I mean? Count your losses, or go a little bit deeper, because it is a fallen price deal. Just that Fiend ruins this. If this was anything else, it would have been fine. But the Fiend can work out in some situations, like giving the next medal the whole 2,500 or 7,500, I believe. Either way, solid battle, solid banner, except for that one little problem there. But again, I kind of want to see a power medal for Axel and Elsa, a power version of that, because if that happens, that does replace, if it's an upright, the Fenrir setup. If it's not an upright, it's a reverse, then it replaces Sephiroth. But we've seen upright and upright this whole time. Who knows? We might see reverse for all 3 colors, but they're a little late on that, unless they're already juiced up. You know what I mean? Over 40,000 stronger than these guys' multipliers, then that's a possibility. So that's the only thing really holding me back, is because we haven't seen a power medal for this. And now we saw a power falling price deal that has 2 good power medals. They're going to come with something like this. It's going to be just like, all right, I got a really good Fenrir setup. I got a really good Dark Knot setup. And then this new power model comes out with 2 turns, and he's got just as much strength, just as much multiplier, but he works better with the Renova system, and it lasts over 2 turns. You know what I mean? Then you're like, damn, I want to upgrade my power setup. But then you're like, I just wasted jewels. So it's really hard to say. I'm going to leave that decision to you. You'll see my pull videos. You'll know what I end up doing. This is my main account. I haven't pulled for Axel yet, and I do want to kind of highlight that for a speed setup, this is really good. But you're getting 1 medal for 15,000, where like under 6,000, you get a medal. So you can pull twice here for 2 mercies starting off, and you'll get more medals than just the 1 medal. But you are guaranteed this, where you can end up with fiend over and over again. So up to you guys what you want to do with that banner. And don't forget, whatever you pull from there, you can sell here. So every time you do a pull and it hits 100 points, go sell your medals right away that you don't need, and pull for this. If you don't get the Sephiroth or the nominee, go back to the banner and pull again. You know what I mean? Just do that. I kind of want to do it, but we'll talk about that later. That'll be a pull video. So to quickly just wrap that up, not to overcomplicate it, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but if your power setup is lacking and you want to improve it, it's a good banner, but you might have to invest a good amount of jewels, 15 to 20,000. Maybe you can get Sephiroth on the first pull and then get Nominee on the next pull, and you can get out of there if you want to. But if you really want to improve your Dark Knot setup, multiple Sephiroths is never a bad idea, and that works on your reverse setup as well. Just, you're probably going to invest some jewels into this. Just be ready to save after this point to get ready for the anniversary. So just a little recap there. And don't forget Axel. Do not skip on Axel if you don't have any good speed medals. He's really good. So with that being said, we got a bunch of quests and avatar boards. Let me jump into the avatar boards first, because that's mainly like the whole jewels and they're temporary. So they did re-release an avatar board. I believe it was the Coco one. Yeah, oh, Coco one, and we also get this one. So I didn't buy the Coco one when it first came out. Ooh, I just want details. I hate when they do this, when it's not set up properly and you clicks on you to buy it. I hope that never gets anyone. But They did re-release the avatar boards, and that's right here, Miguel and Hector. Yeah, that's the right one, 100%. It comes with pretty good skills. Attack boost 11 max, 12 max is the newest one, but 11 max still works. Attack boost 7 max, Lux++, and a second chance. So if you need any of that, all in one package, 1500 jewels, that's dirt cheap for an avatar board as well. So you get the whole costume and everything, and rare enemy perks +4. Then also this one has good ones. Attack boost 10 max, SP gauge 0, SP gauge 1, and a defense boost 6 max for PvP. I don't remember these guys coming with these skills. So someone refresh this octopus's memory. They didn't come with these skills. Are they actually updating the old avatar boards when they return now to make them actually worth it? Because every time they return a board and it stays with the same exact skills, it's almost not worth it, even though it's 1,000 jewels cheaper. But if they just give you the previous old skills and one new skill, I think that's pretty good. I could be wrong. Maybe they did come with this, but I remember that collaboration being so long ago. So call me crazy in the comment section if I'm crazy. If not, yeah, they improved the skills on that. So they're kind of worth it. But they also got the skill enhancement board, which I do like. They came with a new skill in it, and it's attack boost 8 max, Lux++ with SP gauge 2. I was making Keyblade setups, and I already threw Lux++ skills on them for raiding, and I was like, I don't have enough gauges on this setup. I have to copy nominate a bunch of times or something. And then they came up with this, and now I'm like, oh, I wasted all my 8 max Lux++ already. So for raiding, first board is actually really good, and then you got a little bit of the PvP setup if you can get away with the paralysis, poison, and sleep, if people don't have the whole 100% resist, or they don't have a setup that kind of blocks this. So these are questionable, but they can help in PvP if you're facing the right person who doesn't have any resist. These are very deadly. Now skill board B is actually really good for just everything. PvE content, PvP content. You got attack boost 12 max, 11 max SP gauge 0 and 1 and 2, and a defense boost 6. So 6 max, it is needed for PvP, or 5 max. If you don't have those, you're going to lose every single match if you face anyone with any sort of defense boost max. Unless your medals are like incredibly better than theirs, there's no chance. So I really do like skill board B. 2,000 jewels, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 attack boost maxes. That is almost an entire Keyblade setup. And then you have second chance, and then your pet medal needs 1 more attack boost max. So skill enhancement board B, really good for PvE. Better than just going to buy one avatar board that has 1 attack boost 12 max. You know what I mean? You can still survive with 11 maxes. It's always best to have the best of the best. That way your medals can do a little bit more. You know how like a boss only has like 50,000 HP bars left, or 100,000? If all your medals were 11 max and you upgrade them to 12 max, that would make the difference. So keep that in mind if you don't want to have any of these 11 maxes there. There's only one 12 max on there. But besides that, really good value in that one little package there. So next up we got a speed gem. Everything else is in the quest, so I'm going to hop to the quest section. So there's a couple events going on right now. The high score challenge for gems. I'm going to be doing my run of that soon. There is the Banish the Heartless every day. Don't forget to do that, just like me. I'm about to forget. And the big bonus challenge. I haven't done that. We also got an update of the gem farming. This was like back then. They asked us for feedback. And you guys are probably like, why is there so many gems everywhere? We don't have enough gems still. Even with all these events together and VIP, there's still almost not enough gems to upgrade every single Keyblade, or even the Keyblades you just want to care about, especially if you're a brand new player or a player that's only playing for a couple of months. I'm a day 1 player, and I've only been able to upgrade 3 Keyblades for 1 of each color. I've done the Darkna, I've done Counterpoint, and the Sleeping Line, and I only have a little bit of gems for the other Keyblades. So there's still not enough gems in all of this. So I do like to see gems in everything, but mixing up once in a while, especially high score challenges, adding a medal or adding a separate high score challenge with the medal and a little bit of jewels reward would be nice. You know what I mean? That way we can have 2 high score challenges per month, more content. Doesn't hurt, you know what I mean? But I will be doing a video on the big bonus challenge, even though I've heard it's not that hard. I haven't touched it on both my accounts. I just kind of been all over the place. So look forward to that, but there is a ton of content. Video is more about just the new medals that are in the banner. A little heads up of what might be coming. Actually, for the power one, I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but if you made it to the end of the video, you get bonus stuff. So there is news about medals coming out. It's a Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and all that. And Winnie the Pooh is actually pretty good for a power medal. Yeah, a little sneak peek. The Winnie the Pooh medal is a Supernova ++, 40,000 strength, 18.65 multiplier, aka Nominee. It has 1 hit, For 1 turn, it buffs your power metal strength by 2,500, gives you the strength up, uprate, and power strength by 15. Same thing with defense down, so basically is a buffer metal without overrate, but it doesn't need overrate. It doesn't add anything to the enemy's counters, but it restores 5 gauges, and also power metal strength is increased by 6,000. So this is kind of like the new nominee. Just a little heads up. So a little heads up there for anyone that made it to the end of the video. And there's other Winnie the Pooh medals that came along with it, like Piglet, Rabbit, and Tigger, who actually has a good setup as well too. So when they come out, I'll talk about them. But that's a heads up. I should have probably mentioned in the beginning of the video, but we'll see who actually watches my entire videos. Yeah, but that's everything, guys. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll smell you later.